I got to be honest, guys. I don't know if you saw my video because I got it out late today, partially because I threw my back out and that delayed everything. But Oblivion going into today, because I heard yesterday they're going to announce it today or whatever officially. And I was like, maybe if it gets really lucky, it might get 25,000. And that would be blowing it out of the water at that much because it's a day one Game Pass game. And I was basing it off of the prior history of all these other games, South of Midnight getting like 1,400 people, Assassin's Creed Shadows that's on Ubisoft Plus that had like 60,000 or something like that. Or was it 80,000? I can't remember. Either way, it didn't break 100,000. Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't break 100,000. Okay. Oblivion on a Tuesday afternoon, Shadow dropped, which it was a bad secret. Everyone knew it was coming, but still, Shadow dropped 182,000. I would venture to guess that this is probably triple the best outcome of what Bethesda and Microsoft had expected for this. They could not have feasibly thought that this would sell on day one at full price for this many people. They couldn't have possibly. Assassin's 86 says ACS little over 64,000. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, damn. I almost wonder if Oblivion being the 19-year-old game being remade is almost, I don't want to say like a bad sign for the industry, but something that should be very concerning for the current trajectory of everything based off of why make something new when you can just do this? So this is from Kaida, friend of the channel, says Nexus Mods banned the gender mod in under 2 hours. You can't make this up, man. So there was a mod that was made for Elder Scrolls Oblivion to switch the type 1, type 2 to male, female. Classic body type is what it was called. And it literally says female, male, which is still freaks me out that the male's the second option. Like, why are we switching it around? But whatever. Okay. So nothing wrong. Doesn't hurt anyone. It's just a simple, hey, you don't like the way it was. This is the classic, the way it should be. Like, it's a mod, not hurting anyone. Not found. The mod you were looking for can't be found. Removed. And I think that was it. Yeah. And this is the wild part about this. Ready for this? When Kaida put that out there, he got a response from Deg Mods, and they said, message that creator to republish it on our end to benefit from censorship resistance. And they got back mentioning anyone can repost it with crediting. A different mod creator made the same mod and has published it here, properly protecting censorship. And Kaida said, hell yeah, we'll be using y'all's from now on. So I don't know how Nexus Mods has such a stronghold on the mod scene. I'm not much of a modder, so I've never really dove that far into it. But man, if this is not a based modding site, I don't know what is. But that leads me to this point. And this comes to us from Christina Tasty, who I'm not familiar with, but they have a pretty large account, large following, over 51,000 followers. And they said, I don't typically comment on body type nonsense because it helps no one. But Oblivion has a quest called the Siren's Deception that changes if you play as a female. But now you don't choose gender. You choose body type. So does the quest still exist, or did they change it? Let's see what they say. Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with certain desire. You figure the rest out. And that's for the male response. And they followed up saying, oh, Asian Swordmaster says, people were talking about this in the Discord earlier. I didn't even see that. But yeah, this is a wild situation, guys. See, this is one time it really annoys me because if it remains the same, you're explicitly choosing a gender. You're not choosing a body type. I'm not choosing to play as a man in a woman's body. I'm not picking a female avatar. I'm picking an actual woman. Why bother? For full context, the quest has you investigating a group of women who rob men by seducing them. If you play as a woman, then try and cut you in. They try and cut you in. If you play as a man, they just try and seduce you. But I'm not a female, according to Bethesda. I'm body type 2 or whatever. Unless the dialogue is now, you're a body type 1 and I'm a body type 2, this made no sense to be changed. And holy shit, if they actually do say that in the game, that will be even worse. That will be even worse. If the game doesn't refer to your gender / has you play as an avatar / select your gender afterwards, this point would be moot. But it's literally type 1/2. It's tryhard nonsense. I'm not here to say it's game breaking or it's the end of Western Civ. It annoys me, and specifically me, for the literal reason that you're literally not picking a body type. You're picking a gender, which affects the gameplay. This is why people take an issue with this stuff. They're being confused and helping 0 people in the process. Polypolar Designs says bonus whole person. I can't with you guys. Christina Tasty continues. Baldur's Gate 3 did it super easy. Pick a body type, but also pick the gender too. It's that easy. Not doing the bare minimum and just trading male / female with type A, type B just shows how little you actually care about anything. This is the identity and the body type from Baldur's Gate 3. I say this as someone who loves character creation. I like being able to boot up a game and having the choice to play as a gruff-voiced, big-titty anime girl. I like variation. I like the idea of playing around with body types. But this is lazy. I called out Elden Ring for it too. If Bethesda doubles down and have you pick male, female, as well as body type, so you can play as a Khajiit femboy or something, I'm willing to eat crow and rescind this thread. I've played games with literal pronoun sliders. I just get really annoyed by phonies. So I thought this was a very fascinating topic because it almost strikes me as they were prioritizing ideology over the gameplay, and that the people working on the game itself didn't actually recognize how it would affect the overall game. But as a former game tester, I tell you guys straight up, I don't know how you can make a game and make that qualification at the beginning and not play through the game and come to that quest and be like, huh, it seems we've reached an impasse. I feel like we need to talk to the devs to go back and change it back to female male, because the type 1, type 2 is now impacting the experience that the player will be receiving in a very negative way. So, yeah, one of 2 things happened. They didn't properly test this game, or they did and just said, yeah, we still prioritize ideology over it, which it just blows my mind. But yeah, that is the nonsense with the type 1, type 2 body type in Oblivion. And like I said, I covered this in my video earlier. It's really, as far as I've seen, the only drawback. I've seen universal praise from everyone playing it, enjoying it, saying it's 10 times better. It reminds them of what it used to be, except it has all the quality of life improvements. It's literally the perfect experience that people wanted out of Oblivion back in the day. They now get it with this. But of course, Bethesda had to do one underhanded rainbow tactic and throw this body type shit in there. Because of course they did. Of course they did. To bow to the almighty gods of Microsoft and say, it's okay, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We're with you. We'll get a nose ring after this too. Anyways, I'll leave that one there and catch up with the supers, and then we'll get into some video reactions because holy crap, I can't wait to get to these video reactions. I gotta be honest, guys. There's some good stuff to cover. Who says, see why I'm not happy with Oblivion now? Yes, I saw it before I even read that story. I was saying I'm with you, man. I get it. I totally get it. It's very frustrating. And I made sure, like, when I was doing a video today talking about it, a large portion of my video, like 25 to 30% of my video, was focused on that minor thing at the intro that really doesn't affect anything except that quest because of how much on principle it pisses me off. So yes, trust me, I'm with you for sure.